All right, now let's get into everything diapers, wipes, skincare, and everything associated with you changing your baby's diaper and shining as a hero and knowing exactly what's what, okay? So off the bat, diapers. Diapers today are essentially pretty equal. They're all pretty much equal, okay, between you and me. I have a buddy of mine who is an engineer, and he works in a factory that produces the gel, right? Like the technology inside the diapers that suck up and absorb the pee and the poop and the moisture, and all diapers are pretty much created equally. Why is that important for this conversation? It's important to save you money, right? You know, it's the most expensive ones aren't the best, okay? All diapers today, mostly all diapers, they all have this little line down the diaper that's going to let you know if there's wet pee-pee or poo-poo in there, let it, you know, it's absorbed moisture, okay? Mostly all of them have that. So if it's not exactly the cost and the decoration, what's the main difference? The important thing for you, Dad, is the fit. Okay, so if the absorption is pretty much the same, it comes down to the fit of the diaper. And look, you know, it comes down to your baby. You know, your baby might be long and lanky or short and fat, or one is a big chubby chunkaroo. Like, they're all different shapes and sizes depending on your genetics and your baby, okay? So it's about the fit and not the brand per se. Right, and we're talking about around the thighs. You want to make sure there's a nice snuggly fit around their little thighs, okay, and around the waist. And again, you know, when you first have your baby, you'll try a couple different brands of diapers. Maybe you get some brands of diapers as gifts. And as your baby changes, the diapers might change, okay? You know, one of ours was a Walmart baby diaper. The other one was a Huggy diaper. The other one was a Kirkland diaper. Just being open to the best fit of the diapers is really, you know, it could save you a bunch of dough, all right? All right. Now let's talk about wipes. Wipes, on the other hand, not created equally. Really inexpensive wipes, you know, they're sometimes ripping when you pull them out of the container, okay? And look, you know, again, you know, with maturity and it's poopy and poop and grossness and diarrhea, and it's like, whatever, no big deal. We're a grown, mature dude and babies make poopy and we're cleaning them and that's just what it is. And look, we're out and about changing diaper and the wipes rip and your finger's full of poop. You know, we don't need to deal with that. So wipes are not created equal. You want to find a nice, consistent brand that works for you. We love the Kirkland ones, right? And, you know, I'm not in, you know, working with Kirkland, although I've been recommending them for so long. Kirkland, it wouldn't be bad. The point is, those have always worked. They're really pretty moderate price point and very good. Never failed me once. So I like them, okay? You'll find a brand that works for you, that's accessible, and that can work for you too. So diapers, really created pretty equal. Wipes, not so much. If you can, and you know, you really can, try to avoid the really inexpensive ones only because it's a waste. They rip right as you pull them out of the package, okay? So now let's talk about getting rid of poop, and then we're gonna talk about poop itself, okay? Because that's its own little topic. Okay, getting rid of poop. You're going to be in the poop, okay? There's a lot of diapers, right? We already mentioned at least 8 because they eat at least 8 times a day, plus more pees and poops as they roll in for you. So there's a bunch of good stuff out there in the world. Number one, of course, the most popular Diaper Genie, excellent product, works, is great. It works, all of it. It's a great product, okay? Ultimately, the biggest thing after our 4 kids and after really 2 kids, we were like, we're just storing up this big giant tub of poop and it started really stinking, okay? And with the bacteria and we're not so crazy with the germs and stuff, although, you're storing up a giant tub of poop. And yes, it's like hermetically sealed, but ultimately it does end up stinking. So fine. With all that, no problem. Ultimately for us and everything that we were dealing with, the special bags were really, we had a lot going on. You forget to order the bags. You forget to have the special bags. It created kind of an issue, right? And I'm trying to help you, kind of just foresee different things here. And that is the main thing with that. It works. It's great and all of that. It's just the special bags. Then they have these other big tubs that you could use your own bags, regular grocery bags. You put the diaper in, pull some kind of lever or something cool. The diaper falls down. They work. The stuff is good. So ultimately it comes down to the fact you're going to be storing up a ton of poop, right? And we got to a point where we're like, all right, we decided it would be great if we could be getting rid of it quicker. So another option, and again with the disposal, I'm just kind of throwing out a couple options here. And we came to, with our 3rd and 4th kid, we got a tabletop garbage can, right, with a lid. And we started using grocery bags. And yes, we'll bring the canvas bags and try to avoid using all the plastic bags. Although, look, you're bringing a new baby home. There's a lot of baby food and shopping and stuff. And, you get a lot of those bags. So might as well, double them up, put them in the trash can. And then, 3, 4 peas, then a poop. And we would tie it up and get rid of it. So again, these are just suggestions that helped us. We ended up getting one of those by the changing table and the playroom. And we just kind of got in the flow of getting rid of it quicker. Maybe it's great to have one of each. Again, I'm just throwing out some ideas for you that you might like to help get rid of the pee and poop. There's going to be a lot of it, and it does end up stinking, and getting rid of it quicker, you might like that idea as we did, so I wanted to throw that out there for you. However, I'm not here saying those other products don't work and they're not good. They are, and they work and everything. Just, might as well let the grocery pay to get rid of some poop. And again, with bags and stuff, it's good to reuse them, all of that. So there you go with that. That really was pretty great for us. Okay, now let's talk about circumcision, okay? Briefly, we're going to talk about it more in birth management. However, since we're changing diapers, and if your little boy is circumcised, we're going to again go over in more detail. However, with a circumcised little pecker, you should know off the bat that you're going to want to change the dressing on his little pecker, okay, every time you change the diaper. And that is a little antibiotic ointment, okay, and gauze. And then again, you're going to tuck his little pecker down, and you're going to want to change that dressing every time you change the diaper until it's fully healed. And a circumcised pecker heals fully within 2 weeks. You should have a circumcised pecker, fully healed pecker. And if not, when again, we'll talk about more health and wellness, safety, and in birth management. However, within 2 weeks, your little boy's little pecker should be fully healed if he did get circumcised. Okay? All right. Next, let's talk about poop and then diaper rash. And at this point, I would love for you, if you didn't already, to either pull up this Diapers of the Breastfed Baby worksheet, okay? Print it out or pull it up on your screen so you can get an idea of what we're talking about here. And this is a great worksheet because it's going to let you know what to expect in your baby's diaper, all right? Now, as we're getting into the poop in your baby's diaper, I just want to also kind of weave in something that's a little bit further, but also to kind of, get your mind in this place of using poop, okay, as a parent, as a tool. You're like, poop as a tool, what are you talking about, dude? Okay, your kid, my kid, pretty much all kids, they don't really start flushing the toilet until they're teenagers. Okay, I'm just here to let you know. That's like, you're gonna explain to them, flush the toilet, 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 man. They don't flush the toilet. Okay, so what does that mean? It means, you're walking into your bathroom. You're like, do you have your own bathroom? Go use it. No, they want to use your toilet bowl. Okay, so you go into the bathroom, they leave you a present all the time. Yes, it's gross, depending on, it's poop, okay? It's gross, it's poop. So maybe we don't need to call it gross since we're grown-ups here, but it's poop, okay? And, here we are having this conversation because someone has to have it, right? So we're having it now about poop and pee and all of it. All right, so my point here is, pretty soon, they're going to be out of diapers. You're going to find that they leave you pee and poop in the toilet bowl. Pee and poop, okay, is an excellent indicator of your kid's health and wellness, right? One of the big things that all parents are concerned about is, and always on our mind, is our kids' health and wellness. A great window into their health and wellness is their pee and poop. Okay, you keep their pee and poop relatively consistent, when you introduce them to real food and they're off of breast milk or you're transitioning them. That's a great way to know your kid is on the healthier side. Okay, so you want to look in the toilet bowl before you flush it down. Good healthy poop should be in like a solid log, right? It shouldn't be like a hard pebbles. That means they're constipated or diarrhea. That means, something else is going on in their belly that's not agreeing with them. So you want to take a look down. If it's like hard pebbles with a lot of little kid issues, a lot of it comes down to simply dehydration, right? So, and we're going to talk more about that as well. However, the big point here is with poop, you want to look at it, and it's going to give you a good indication of their health and wellness. And also yours and mine. It goes the same. Good healthy poops, good healthy digestion, it's a good sign, okay? So you're going to see your kids poop. It should be, one log, or different logs, right? Kind of in the middle there, not totally at the top, floating. It means it might be full of gas. Or it's totally sinking down, down to the bottom. They ideally somewhere in the middle there, okay? And it shouldn't be so hard for them to squeeze out. Or you either, right, for that matter. Okay, now with pee, human beings' urine, yours, mine, your baby's, everyone. Ideally, it's relatively clear, okay? So again, your kid makes a pee-pee in the toilet and you go in and you're like, man, it's a little dark. Hey, honey. Water. Let's get them drinking some more water, okay? Just keeping them hydrated is an amazing, relevant, contribution that we can be making, and simply looking at the pee before you flush it down. Okay, honey, you need to be drinking some more water, okay? All right. So now let's get into your baby's diaper, okay? When they first come to you, the first day and a half, they're going to be making this thick, tarry poop, meconium it's called, right? And it's literally thick, tarry poop. It's like they're literally cleaning out the pipes. They're literally cleaning out the pipes, okay? It's hard to clean. When we first had our first baby in the hospital, we got these dry wipes. Now all the wipes have moisture in it and it's much easier. Okay, so there you go. The first poop, meconium. Then it's going to start changing color, right? So just, think about it from this perspective inside your baby, and depending on what they eat. So this sheet is on the breastfed baby, okay? If your baby goes right to formula, then the poop is going to really turn just into brown, okay? And it's going to change color a little bit from the meconium to a green and then pretty much right to brown poop, okay, for a formula-fed kid. This is what happens with a breastfed kid, okay? The poop goes from the meconium, then it turns green, right? And a lot of new parents, they're like freaking out. Why is the kid's poop green? Totally normal, okay? The poop's gonna change color as their intestines start to activate and start getting used to absorbing nutrients from the milk. Whatever milk they're getting, it affects the poop color, okay? So it goes from meconium to the green color, okay? And again, give it a couple days. The meconium's like a day and a half, 2 days. Then the green could be about a day and a half, 2 days. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But you're like, no problem, honey. It's normal. The poop's changing color, okay? Then for a breastfed baby, the poop turns like a mustardy, yellowy, with little seeds in it. And that's how it pretty much stays through the time that they keep getting breast milk, okay? So you know what's what. And you can be expecting about 4 poops a day, at least 4 peepees a day. Besides, you're always gonna change the diaper before you feed the baby. We're gonna get into feeding next. All right, so it's a lot of diapers during the day. When they're eating, okay, and again, we're going to talk about that more, but they're only eating a little bit. Their stomach, it's so little. It's like a little shot glass, their little tummy. So their poops, right, just to kind of help you with your perspective, because sometimes we have this kid and we're expecting like, a regular person's pee and poop and all of it, and they're just so little. It's so little, their poop is little. Sometimes it's watery, sometimes it's a little more solid, all right? But the color, once they transition, if they're breastfeeding, into the mustardy, seedy color, on the sheet is great. They have a quarter. You're looking for about the size of a quarter, or maybe a little bit bigger in that size range, okay? And that's what you can expect with poops. With the pee, again, about 4 pee-pees a day, maybe a little more, maybe a little less if they're a really great eater and they latched on right away. At least 4 pees a day. That's what's going to be normal and healthy in the diaper. Okay, something that is not ever normal is seeing blood or a little red stain in the diaper. That's a call right away to your pediatrician, okay? You always err on the side of caution, and you never want you never want them peeing or pooping any kind of red blood. It's always a call to the pediatrician, okay? Barring any red blood in the diaper, you now know what's normal and expected. It's going to start with meconium, change to green, and then with a breastfed baby, it's going to turn yellow mustardy with some seeds. With a formula-fed baby, it's going to go into being brown. Okay, so that's what you can expect in their diaper. And again, you're going to be changing the diapers every time they breastfeed or every time you feed the baby, okay, breastfed or bottle-fed, formula breast milk. Always changing the diaper first. And also, at least 4 pee-pees, 4 poops a day within that range is what you're going to be expecting in the diaper, okay? So now let's talk about something that happens to even the best, most experienced diaper changers, most, on the spot, conscious, best. You're going to be right in there changing the diapers, win, 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 all of it. Even with that, the best parent in the world is always going to deal with, at some point, some diaper rash, okay? So now I want to share with you how to help manage diaper rash and decrease the odds of it getting worse or any kind of problems, okay?